Last night, the Denver Nuggets uh, failed to beat the Memphis Grizzlies in a game where two clear favorites to win the MVP had clashed. Memphis came in to the Mile High and defeated the Nuggets 122 to 118. Um, Jokic had a strong game, scoring a triple double, 26, 12, and 11, 12 assists and 11 rebounds, while Will Barton had 27, and Aaron Gordon chipped in with 16, 9 assists and 6 rebounds, and Jeff Green, the elder statesman of the team, chipped in with 15 and 7, and Morris had a solid game with 17. But it was the Grizzlies team in which, they, had to remind people that they're still one of the hottest teams, despite not having Brooks, the second best player on the team. John Morant had 38, 6, and 6, monster game. Jaren Jackson Jr. Had 20 points, 1 assist, and 5 rebounds, and Williams had 17, 17 and 5 rebounds, and Melton had 21 as well. Look, it's no doubt that Memphis team is pretty much better than the Nuggets right now. Jokic, of course, can only do so much, but John Morant right now, man, he proved last night that when the expectations are set, and the pressure is needed to be met, and when people try to make comparisons and he needs to prove people wrong, he comes in and he fulfills those obligations. John Morant is in the clear-cut favorite right now to be the most valuable player. Like, okay, I did talk about Jokic the other day, and I said we do have to give him props. Jokic is putting a lot on his back right now, but John Morant is sensational, and the reason why you do have to give him the edge is because, okay, while people are trying to bring the same smoke, talking about, okay, well, he doesn't have MPJ, they're going through changes, stuff like that. Well, hey, Memphis has been going through the same thing. They didn't have Brooks and didn't have Adams for a while. Adams was a no-show last night too, as well. So, and they have they have a better record. We got to look at the record too. And that's part of being a most valuable player too, is because it's like, okay, you look at it and you like, okay, well, look at his record, look at his team, look what they've been doing and everything. Um, I know. Look, I've never been the type to say, okay, look how many points he's getting and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, it's not all about points. Jokic, I've already said this time and time again, he's able to get you not only points, but he could be a value to his team too as well. He gets other involved. Matter of fact, one of the cases that you could make for Jokic is the fact that he brings the best out of his teammates. I mean, look at Jeff Green, man. Jeff Green, who had heart problems, and people were wondering if he was going to be able to play again after being on the operating table. People were wondering if he was going to be capable of being able to play again, and Jokic is bringing the best out of him. A lot of people the reason. Let me talk about Steph Curry. I talked about him earlier, and I'll get back on John Morant and Jokic as well. One of the reasons why Steph Curry, you know, you can there's an argument there for MVP. Okay, I'm talking about earlier in the season is the fact that you know we know that Steph Curry, of course the 3-point shooting always going to be there. He got the record, all that stuff, and they were surging Golden State with their record and everything. But the other reason too is that he's brought the best out of not only Jordan Poole, he's brought the best out of Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins, y'all don't know Andrew Wiggins about to be an all-star. Man, listen, many people forgot. They forgot about Andrew Wiggins. They forgot about him. They were like, man, what is this guy doing? And listen, guess what? Andrew Wiggins has came in and he has came in and you forgot about the struggles that he had when he was in Minnesota. You know, people were, down talking him, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm guilty of it to a certain extent. I always felt that Andrew Wiggins coming out of Kansas, not really before Kansas in high school. People forget that Andrew Wiggins was one of the top 1 to 3 players in the nation. I think people forget about that, right? And when he ended up, coming from Canada and then coming into Kansas or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It was like, man, this guy, and then leaving as a freshman and coming in, you thought that, this guy, man, he was going to do something because he was extremely athletic, man, you know what I'm saying? Could drive, you know what I'm saying? Get up and down the floor, you know what I'm saying? Shoot a little bit, do everything. But you had forgot about that. And then somehow, some way, while his play was good, and he did certain things and he was talented, he looked unmotivated, especially playing in Minnesota and everything. And so people had forgot about Andrew Wiggins or whatnot. But guess what? He came to Golden State, you know. Uh, he knew that there was expectations. Took him a year to, kind of get things going and everything like that. They didn't give up on him, and you gotta give Draymond Green his props too as well. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a lot to do with that as well. Um, you know, I feel that when you talk about a guy like that comes in and you call yourself an MVP or you're gonna call a guy MVP, you gotta look at the record and you gotta look. Value is not only value to yourself, it's value to your teammates, it's value to everybody around you. Hey, young, it's value to the fucking organization. Like, let's call it what it is. Like I said the other day, they're not pouring marketing dollars into the Memphis Grizzlies, you know what I'm saying? Because they would rather pour their marketing dollars into the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that the Lakers just aren't playing up to the expectation. They would rather pour their marketing dollars into the Brooklyn Nets. But, let's just call it what it is. A lot of people, yeah, they see the Brooklyn Nets and stuff like that. But, I mean, come on, man. You got KD missing and everything. You know what I'm saying? And, a lot of people, feel their way about Kyrie Irving or whatever. You know, they don't want to pour their marketing dollars into fucking Chicago or whatever, but you can't help the fact but notice them what they're doing, even though they lost to Milwaukee. They don't want to pour their marketing dollars because LeBron is not there in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? But these guys are winning, they're young and they're hungry or whatever. It's like, oh, okay, we got to put up. They don't want to pour their marketing dollars into Milwaukee. But guess what? Giannis had to remind you that no, we're going to shove this shit down your throat, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Even if we got to hog tie you down and make you and force feed your ass. And that's what Ja Morant brings to the fucking table. Even Jokic. Look, my last point, and I'm gonna let Young go. You look at Jokic. Oh well, he's not Embiid. He don't play like Hakeem. He doesn't have fancy footwork. He doesn't know how to do a crossover. He's not fancy. He's not doing all this other stuff. Oh, but guess what? He makes his team better. He's bringing the best out of Jeff Green. He's bringing the best out of Aaron Gordon. He's bringing the best out of Morris. He's bringing the best out of selected guys that's on that team, even without having MPJ there. You know what I'm saying? He's not making any excuses. And on top of that, he could be clutch, but maybe not in the way that you want him to be clutch. Because a lot of you never even been outside of the U.S. You're so close-minded that you don't appreciate the value of guys that come from Europe. You know what I'm saying? Like a Jokic, even Luka. I've been critical of Luka, but some of y'all don't appreciate some of those guys. Who do you think that the United States they adopted a lot of this shit from? I mean, come on. You look at D Wade. Who do you think he took the Euro step from? It was guys like Ginobili and stuff. But basically, what I was saying is that John Morant, he's clear cut the MVP right now because their record is better, and on top of that, he could do it in a multitude of ways. He showed that last night. Go ahead, Young.
Salute. Drummer, man, like it's his third year, and he's already showing that he's a franchise player for many years to come. And cause I already knew he had potential to be the franchise player in his first year, but now, me and you, Polo, we know for sure that there's no, not just only him, there's other rookies in history that knew franchise players, but him, he just carving out his piece, is carving out his piece, because he just makes it so easy. Because Memphis is so blessed and lucky to have him, because his energy, his drive, the basketball IQ are just amazing at his young age. He makes you keep your eyes glued to the game, because you just don't know what he's gonna do next, like a sweet fake pass around the back and a sweet layup earlier. Not to mention the dunk and the passing, maybe a little bit like I said, full of young Derrick Rose, but but you can't love this guy if you don't know basketball, because this guy made you get your edge of your feet. And this dude's, I'm saying, man, this dude, phew. I mean, I gotta give props to Polo. Polo predicted it.
Damn. Oh, you're right. Look, I mean, even though I don't agree with the Derrick Rose, I mean, yeah, the fact that Derrick Rose, I don't know, I still feel like the only thing I give you that young man is the explosive. You know what I'm saying? Ja is explosive. I don't think people understand that. When you think about explosiveness, man, you think about guys like a Derrick Rose, like a Baron Davis. You think about guys like a goddamn motherfucking even fucking Spud Rivers was explosive. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about guys that just can fucking leap and double jump in the fucking air, nigga. Like that. 1 minute. The unreal passion that John Morant brings to this game is clear cut. His mentality, like I like Derrick Rose mentality. But man, fucking John Morant, man, like when the expectations is on the table and the pressure is mounted, this guy wants that motherfucking moment, and that's what clearly like separates that nigga. That's why like when AI, yeah, nigga, hey, I'm that dude. He wanted to show people, okay, they didn't win the finals in 01 and nothing like that, but he wanted to show, look, I'm gonna get a goddamn game. I don't give a fuck if I'm going against a juggernaut or not. Either like, look, I'm gonna hit my motherfucking game. I'm gonna poke my chest out, nigga. I'm gonna step up over motherfucking Ty Lue or whatever, nigga, and show y'all niggas. Okay, look, if I had a motherfucking Shaq, if I had a motherfucking goddamn Robert Horry, if I had a motherfucking Rick Fox on my squad, nigga, I got me holding that shit down. And John Morant, he's showing, okay, look, I ain't got Brooks, just like Joker ain't got motherfucking MPJ. Hey, hey, we gotta hold both of they motherfucking hold people feet to the fire. We can't just sit up here and say, oh well, John Morant, man, he's got such a great team, da, 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 all this stuff. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Steven Adams was a motherfucking no show. They got rid of motherfucking Valanciunas, who was a beast last year, or whatever, in a rebound. And on top of that, they missing Brooks. Brooks is very valuable, and they've had players that have been sick with the boogeyman and all this other stuff. Joker's been going through the same motherfucking thing or whatever. So we can't sit up here, oh, well you know, John Morant, man, yeah, fuck all that shit. That motherfucker, give him his motherfucking props, nigga. He put up 38, nigga. Okay, and he had 6 and 6 too. But he was just clear cut the better player, and a record is better.
Incredible. Like like I said, you know, the reason why I said that no Rose, but Polo, you gotta know, like when Rose got there, um, they made it,
I know.
they made it to the playoff. What, his third year, his third or fourth year? Um, I
But with John Morant though,
yeah,
yeah, they made it. It took what 1 year, and it was in that thing.
you know, yeah. So is Rose, yeah. Rose
It
took, yeah,
it
Rose.
took it took one season, and that nigga and listen and look what. Hey, young, we had already talked about that. What he did, okay, yeah. I don't give a fuck if it was a play in or not. Everybody picked the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah,
He came in and said, "Nah, fuck that shit. Look, I know I'm finna probably lose money because y'all motherfuckers want to program me to do. Oh yeah, let Curry win and everything, man. You'll get a good payday. Nah, fuck that shit. Now I don't give a fuck what. Now I ain't. Y'all not finna control me and shit like that. But that's what they want that motherfucker. Well, Giannis, come on, man. You know, just let Brooklyn win. Man,
yeah,
what?
yeah. Yeah, but like I said, yeah, same thing with Rose. They both, like I said, similar, like I said, because they both took the team to the playoff in their first year. You know, no, well, I'm not, can't give their rely. We talking about job, but like I said, no, job brand. This, oof. It's like literally you can't do nothing with him but pressure anyone else and just let him have his way. You know, pause. But to me, I would say this: All Star, All Star, right there. He's gonna be All Star. And if he doesn't get All Star this year, I'll be disappointed in the year because that's snubbed. Because I
Who,
feel like he
who you
deserves.
talking about, John Morant?
Yeah, All Star.
Oh, that nigga. No, that nigga gonna get it.
Well, like,
Nigga,
what if he gets snubbed though? That's the problem.
nah, that nigga ain't gonna get snubbed. Fuck that shit. Fuck. Okay. I know you thinking about Lily or shit like
Yeah.
that, but no,
No,
no.
no, not Lillard. No, no, not Lillard. He might get it. He might get it. He passed over Dame Lillard. But I'm saying, what if they put Curry over him?
Over John Morant.
Yeah, in the fan voting.
Man, nah, man. I mean that nigga. Hey, you talking about just as far as starting or just replacing his ass?
He might be replacing me, for John.
Nah, man. No, this nigga's a clear cut favorite. I mean, even though, but see, that's what fucks me up. See, you know who shouldn't be up in there though. I'm gonna be real with you. There's two guys that shouldn't even be all stars this year. And yes, I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck if you got something to say about it. Go ahead and challenge me on the shit. James Harden, I've already said that, and Jason Tatum.
Mm.
Jason Tatum has played horrible this season. He's played horrible.
Jason Tatum?
Yeah, he should not be in there. Look at Boston. They have not been doing anything this season, and plus he's been shot. Now he's gotten better over the last couple games, but even last game, man, he played horrible against last game he played horrible against Charlotte. But you should be talking about a guy like LaMelo Ball. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Charlotte got the better record. They doing things. You know what I'm saying? At least they up above 500. You can't even say that shit about Boston.
But Charlotte. Oh yeah, let's talk about Lamelo.
Hmm.
Lamelo, man. Wow.
Yeah, Miles Bridges, even
I,
Miles Bridges,
I,
Miles Bridges, Miles
even though
Bridges
he
was
had
just
even though he didn't know had a bad game with he was on very wasn't a bad game with it. With against the Thunders, with 10 points, 10 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. He had a bad, but he still can contribute because I like him. I like him. Yeah, and I knew we predicted that. Me and Paul, we predicted that man was. I knew he was gonna win Rookie of the Year. I knew he was gonna be coming out storming than Lonzo was when he came to the league. And and seeing that just really put my point. 'Cause I remember I stood up for him. 'Cause I remember people been saying this man was gonna be a bust. Because the summer league.
nah, man. That was the stupidest thing they ever said, young.
We was on look, we was on Ticket Channel. I think it was Lakers win again. Lakers win again said that man was going to be a bust because he had scored less points. He had scored like 4 points, like 10, 5, 6. And I'll be saying, and I said to myself, I said, no, man, don't do that. Don't call him a bust. Everybody just started. He just started. Let him develop. Let him develop. Let him get his rhythm on. And then once the coach see it, and then he will skyrocket. I'm telling you. And then look what happened. I'm just saying, that's the problem with these fans. No, because I heard the same thing with Ja. I heard that Zion was better than Ja. Zion, no, Ja. That's what I heard, and that's what I like about the fans is like let the young guys develop. Like let the man develop. Let's see what he has, and about like when more games come, he will be developed better and developed. And that's why I see with Ja, he right out the gate. Same as Lamelo. No, both of them right out the gate, boom, blazing. And so you know, and for John Morant, very, very, very impressed, very shocking, and because reason why I say it was shocking because I didn't know he was gonna flip Memphis team around.
Hmm.
I really didn't. That's what I didn't really expect. That I thought though, oh, he's gonna come in, he's gonna throw his game, but team's gonna be losing. I never expect him taking his team to play in. I never really expect him beat the Warriors in the play in to get to the playoff spot. I really did not expect that from this guy. And so seeing that, I'm like, whoa. So hey, man, I said they might be the worst nightmares for the Western Conference.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
Hmm.
Because listen, there's gonna be more pressure. Listen, whoever they face, regardless, you gotta think about it now. It's gonna be more pressure on that team because listen, I look at it from a longevity aspect, young. They still got motherfucking time to develop and everything. So it's like it always goes back to what I'm saying. I don't think people be understanding when I understand that logic. That's the reason why. Okay, let's get on football for a second, okay? Because I
Hmm.
know that's what's really everybody waiting on today or whatever. But one of the reasons why I picked the motherfucking team like a Bengals and shit like that is because okay, you got to understand the logic in that. Listen, them motherfuckers is coming in young, nigga. Justin Burrow, he feeling his fucking self. Burrow, fucking Jamar Chase. Oh, nigga, we got fucking time. Like, you know what I'm saying? This franchise, nigga, we on the come up in the next couple of years. So, nigga, we straight next year, provided that ain't no injuries and none of that will take place. So, nigga, we gonna come in. Look, we just, hey, not only is they gonna have fun, nigga, we just happy to be here, nigga. On top of that, nigga, we feeling ourselves because look, we did something that the goddamn organization hadn't done in 31 motherfucking years. Well, shit, look at motherfucking John. That's the same motherfucking mentality. Look, nigga, they came in like, nigga, yeah, we playing the Warriors and everything, nigga, but look, nigga, we got motherfucking time. And on top of that, nigga, when you talk about a motherfucker like John Morant coming in and shit, that motherfucker like, you know what, nigga, dog, do you know what they finna do for me, nigga? In the next like few years and shit like that, nigga, I'm gonna work twice as hard to show you, nigga, I ain't no motherfucking pushover. So, nigga, the pressure's on y'all motherfuckers, not them, nigga. I'm going up against some old heads where he thinking in his mind, I'm a young lion, nigga. I got a motherfucking chip on my shoulder, nigga. You go ahead and sweep me under the carpet all you want to, but the pressure is on. If I face a motherfucking LeBron or something like that, you know what I'm saying, nigga. He got worried about his legacy. He got worried about getting his ring. He got worried about, oh yeah, with the media saying, not me. Nigga, I got all this motherfucking time. But see, y'all motherfuckers don't understand that shit. Oh, well, they gonna run up against motherfucking this team or that team or something like that. Nigga, the pressure is not on Ja and them. The pressure is on them. And then you gotta worry about the aspect, okay, yeah, that nigga Ja, he come in. Let's say he do come in. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. Nigga, go into Oracle, go into motherfucking Phoenix, go into motherfucking even American Airlines arena up in Dallas or some shit like that, right? Be like, nigga, shit, nigga, I could close the motherfucking game anywhere, nigga. I closed in motherfucking Oracle, nigga. The fuck you know what I'm saying? I closed, nigga. I close anywhere, nigga. Nigga, I close in Denver, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I close in Utah, nigga. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That nigga said I closed, nigga. I closed and got there. Hey, hey. He said I closed in Miami, yeah.
Yeah.
That nigga said I closed in goddamn Madison Square Garden. It don't make no motherfucking difference, nigga. I close anywhere, nigga should be calling that nigga the closer, nigga. But everybody want to look at. Oh, nah, it's just the Memphis Grizzlies shutting down. This team ain't nothing to be fucked with, and I like Jaren Jackson. See, y'all got to stop sleeping on a motherfucker like Jaren Jackson.
Mhm.
Jaren Jackson can play defense and he can play offense too. He good for 20 points a night.
Right.
But I look at it different. Like everybody, but that whole thing that you said about uh Steph Curry and John Morant. Guess what? If he end up getting snubbed, guess what, young? That's
Right.
hey. Guess what? Guess. Check this out. I know you probably ain't ready for this.
Fuel to the
Let's
energy.
say he don't. Yeah. Let's say he don't make it. Oh, you know how much that's
Fuel
Ja
to
gonna
the
love that.
Yeah. Fuel to the
Yeah,
energy. Yeah.
Ja gonna love that shit. You know why? Because hey, you made an All Star. On top of that, nigga, you supposed to have your guns back, right? Oh well, guess what, nigga? Oh, yo, you made All Star. Oh, okay, no problem. We'll see what happens next. Okay, hashtag Drake. You feel me? And he gonna come in that motherfucker. Look, I want that shit. I want that pressure. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you love him better? Oh, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a bitch man that go to another nigga and shit like that. She think the dick better, right? She think everything else better, right? And then all this other stuff, right? And then she think that the grass is greener on the other side and shit, right? Then turns out nigga ain't laying that pipe right. You know what I'm saying? Nigga don't know how to fix shit. Nigga don't know how to pay no bills. Nigga can't change no diapers. Nigga don't know how to do that. She's like, damn, nigga, I thought you was a versatility nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, nigga, you can't even stomp the monkey right. At least stomp that motherfucking monkey right. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't do that shit. Oh, guess what? She said, I changed my mind. I ain't fucking with that nigga. I'm gonna go back it up. Be like, I done moved in by then. I done moved out by then. Young said, I got 4 fly females that could do the same thing, and I could have a quadruple somewhere with all of them if I want to. That's probably a
Yeah,
little too hot and heavy. I figured
yeah,
you was in the hip hop game. You know what I'm saying? You know how they do up in there.
yeah,
Nigga Young gonna be in the jacuzzi with my poem. You know.
oh,
That nigga
yeah,
Young.
yeah.
Young gonna be like, hey, Young just went platinum. Nigga, fuck that. Young went diamond and shit.
I mean, that's the main code. But yeah,
Yeah, right. Nigga, fuck that. He like, hey, Young, you gonna be like, nah, I ain't gonna chill in the United States today. I think I'm gonna go to Spain. You know what I'm
if
saying?
I would have went diamond, I would have went diamond. I'm going straight to bombers.
But nah, man, it's just the pressure. What I'm saying is the pressure. All the mother, everybody in that Western Conference got more pressure on them. I can't leave Phoenix. Okay, shout out to Hitman X and everything. You know what I'm saying? Every time I talk about Phoenix, Phoenix gonna be under pressure if they were to face um a team like that because it's got okay, they got expectations. You know what I'm saying? It's like okay, we expecting y'all to get back to the finals and everything and do what you did and capitalize on what you didn't capitalize on last year or last season.
hmm
You know, so
Yeah, oof. Yeah, but like you said, when you said that's a good thing, like yeah, that's fuel to the energy. Mm.
yeah, right. And I if that shit happens, you don't know what you just did. If you've unleashed, you probably unleashed a beast that could never. He's already an untamed beast, man. But you probably unleashed a beast, man. That will never. You'll never be able to put that motherfucker back in the cage, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you try, nigga, that nigga gonna claw and bite your ass to death. Nigga, so that's what I'm waiting on. You know what I'm saying? And listen, the thing about it is that he answers the call. People want to talk about, oh yeah, am I gonna come back, the next season and do this or blah 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 and be better? Look, when he goes to the rack, look, Ja has always been out of control. That was one of I think that was probably the only pet peeve that I had about him. Sometimes his turnovers. Look, he's getting better in that aspect of his game. He don't really work. He don't really does anything not to capitalize on it. Like Luca, you could clearly see that. Okay, he doesn't he doesn't capitalize on his weaknesses. Ja is at least trying. When he goes to the rack, now you see he has better body control instead of being all erratic and crazy. I think that injury kind of helped him too, because you see things. You have people talking to you. You have people like, look, man, you need to come in there with body control because if you don't have body control, you flinging in the air and jumping all high and stuff like that, man, your motherfucking leg could be going this way, and then we going.
That one thing that's concerned. The same thing with the road thing. I said his landing, the way he landed.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
Mm-hmm.
boy, because I remember when he did this dunk and like in his landing, I'm like, boy, I said, man, he need to learn. He said, boy, he need to learn how to just land carefully, cause you, like, cause this man, well, you look like you can break your legs. And that's what I
Yeah,
always
no.
say about no point guards, athletic point guards. No, matter of fact, I ain't gonna say athletic point. I'm saying athletic combo guards, combo or point guards. That's one thing I'm concerned about them is that the way they move, it's the way they move in the court, and the way they love to tap the rim is bad. Um, because when you dunk, it's also your landing and on your leg, definitely on your legs. But also you needs too. You needs too if you trying to move if you trying to drive in and with your trying to drive in and get a layup or something, like break your legs.
Yeah, that's a damn good point because listen, young, you've been to camp. I don't know what type of camps you've been to,
Yeah, yeah.
but they teach you. They if you go to if you're going to a multiple star camp or whatever, especially like a 5-star camp or an Adidas camp, Nike camp, you know, various different camp, even like playing in AAU practices and stuff like that. They teach you, they teach you stuff like that. How to land properly. You said, hey, you said Casino for like it's talking about Dead Road. Yeah, hey, salute to Casino, but this is Polo Sports talking ENT. All right. Now look, um, they teach you how to land, okay, and they teach you certain things, or body control and stuff like that. And if you don't listen, if you don't listen to that sort of thing, man, and you just do your own thing, that could really that could really do some damage to your career as you get
Yeah,
older.
yeah. That happened to me. It happened to me for my leg. Happened to me when I was a kid. When I broke my, I think I popped. I think I sprained my leg or my ankle. I remember me and kid, we just came. We was playing 5-on-5 and
Hmm.
I'm just scoring. I was just scoring. Um,
Oh, hey, True Viking, me and Young. Oh, we fuck, nigga. Me and Young, we fuck with Casino. Oh nah, nah. And One Crack News. Oh yeah, nah. Well, I fucks with Casino. There's some things I don't agree. Like, okay, he like Isaiah. A shout out to Casino too. Casino for life, man. I listen. He like Isaiah. I have Isaiah as my number one, and so does he. Listen, it was ironic because I didn't know that he liked him like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Nah, but I'm just saying, we over here, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever he doing, man. Hey, salute to him. You know what I'm saying? I just try to stay. I just, young knows how I am. I just try to stay in my own motherfucking lane, and I don't like mentioning. I shout out channels and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, and give them their props. But I don't like all the. Some people will look at a channel. They'll be like, "Oh well, such and such will talk about you and all this other stuff," and they'll try to lie and bring certain drama and shit like that. Man, I don't be about that shit.
yeah,
Nah, it'd be so stupid. Oh, well, such and such said this about you. Like, man, this other one guy tried to sit up here and say, well, yeah, well, such and such was talking about you, stuff like that. Well, nigga, why the fuck you telling me, nigga? I don't give a fuck, nigga. That's some old high school bullshit. What I'm gonna go to the channel, man? I heard you with that, man, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. If you say shit about me, that's on you, nigga. I don't take that shit personal.
yeah. Yeah, but like I said, no, I had an injury. Um, I had an injury in my leg. I was playing five, like I said, I was playing 5-on-5, and I was in middle school, so in camp, and I'm killing it. And then they said, no, no, cause it was tryout. They said, okay, they said, go ahead, man, go ahead, drive in. As soon as I drive in, I just feel a ink, and I was like, and then I sprained my leg, and I was limping. So I'm like, the fuck, and then I was like, nah, please don't tell me I sprained my leg. I don't know how I sprained it. I just remember just ran and I think I was running too much. I don't know how, but I remember I just went to practice with a sprain ankle, and it was just bad because I couldn't really play in the camp because of my legs, and
Right.
because of my legs, so that was painful. So that's why I said it's hard for athletic players when you want to dunk and drive in because you're landing. or you just might never know when you're trying to go for layup, you get it, and it might get you. So um yeah, so yeah, because I hated injuries, hated dealing with injuries. I remember I sprained my own foot, sprained my foot, and, mostly my legs parts, only just my ankle, my foot. So and that's why I was always worried about John Morant because that's the same thing happened with Rose, with Derrick Rose. So now I feel, like I said with John Morant, it's his landing,
Hmm.
the way he lands after he dunks or do a layup, do some crazy layup with 3C layup and his landing is wrong. So I feel like if he fixed that landing, he'd be okay, But the landing, I feel like I hope he don't get injured in the long way.
Yeah, nah. I mean, look, what you call it, with that when you talk about Derrick Rose.
Hmm.
Now, I talk about, okay. Let's talk about Baron Davis. Okay, that was part of
Yeah.
the reason. Or, Baron Davis and Vince Carter. Now, Vince Carter was different. Now, I'm gonna stay on. I just went for Baron Davis. Let me talk about Vince Carter for a second. See what happened with Vince Carter was Bruce Bowen. It was fucking Bruce Bowen. Bruce Bowen took his feet out, man, and it fucked up his ankle and shit. You know what I'm saying? With Baron Davis would jump. I don't think people realize how high Baron Davis jumped. Like, and people got to realize that Baron Davis wasn't like no little guy. He was he was big. You know what I'm
He
saying?
was little, like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about weight wise.
Yeah.
He was kind of chunky, young. You know what I'm saying? So, and when you don't, when you jump that high, and then what you talking about, you're landing. You are landing on your knees or your ankles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Hey, young, this is true Viking. She asking you a question.
Oh, you don't play basketball? Yeah, I play basketball. I played basketball when I was 8 years old. I played in the Orange County League, no pal, Police Academy League. The third best scorer there. um, but yes, yes. Oh, so many memories of that league. I remember I scored like 18 points in our first game of the season. I just scored 18 points. I feel better. That was better. I won. I wanted actually. I won an award. They said Mr. Hustle. um, I don't know what that means, Polo. They just said Mr. Hustle. Then I got that award. And I played in my high school year, but not like freshman to sophomore. Like more like no, because when I was a freshman, I didn't get no playing time until senior year. Senior year, I was the third best scorer in the team. Um, you know, you know, yeah. No, I stopped playing basketball because when I was in college, freshman, that I think I wasn't going. They said I was probably not going to play, so that was painful. I still play basketball, no matter what. No matter what, if you don't play high school and college, you still there's Drew League, there's Academy League, that you can play. So,
Yeah, like I mean, when you said about Mr. Hustle, you always want to have a guy, on your squad that knows how to hustle. But, man, being a guy that hustles, that's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying, at all. That's actually a great thing because what you won't do, that guy's gonna do. What sacrifices that you make, that guy will make. What rebounds that you're not gonna go after, that guy's gonna go after. What guy that you are not gonna lock up, that guy's gonna flash out and get to him. What loose ball that you're not gonna dive on the floor, guess what? He already there. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain sacrifices that that's why, like with Junkyard Dog, yeah, Junkyard Dog, I'm pretty sure, what I'm saying, Junkyard Dog get through there. You know what I'm saying? First step, you go to go to rack, all that other stuff. But Junkyard Dog was grabbing a rebound. Junkyard Dog was diving on floor. Junkyard Dog was trying to keep that ball in play. Junkyard Dog was gonna go ahead and meet me at the rim, young. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, you got to do it all. Yeah, True Viking. That's what it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, young, when I was playing, the guy that I played with, nigga, fuck all that pretty shit, nigga. Look, I'm gonna try to let me stop. I gotta remember I'm on YouTube. I'm gonna try to get a pretty girl after the game. That's what my but as far as being all pretty and
I
hey,
just
let's
yeah,
go dancing on the court and shit like man,
I
fuck
just
that
yeah,
shit. Get the fuck away from
don't do
me.
that. Don't do that.
Nigga, man, you gotta be fucking competitive, young. I want you to be like, nigga, hey, young, my point guard, like you would say you was my point guard, nigga, dog, young. He be calm just like your ass on the stream right now, right? As soon as he get on the motherfucking court, you be like, wait a minute, what the fuck happened to that nigga that I was talking to in the locker room? That nigga be a whole nother person. That nigga be like, nigga, get your ass off of the block. What the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm talking about yelling at motherfuckers and shit like that. But then when you talk to that nigga off the floor, young, he be like, hey, what's going on, man? You chilling? Personality good than a bitch. Nigga on the floor, that nigga something else, nigga.
Yeah.
What's up with it, Dijon? I see you in the building. My bad, young. I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, because you're educated when you come to sports. Uh, Being young and educated about the game of basketball is good. It's definitely good for me because I remember what made me be so educative is I watch like I said polo Blue Casino, my man HD. Seeing them bringing their takes on basketball was really incredible. So I just
Young don't be agreeing with a lot of the shit that we say neither, and he stand on the shit too. Like some things, man. Like me and Young, like, everybody think like Young, man. They be thinking like, oh yeah, man. Polo and Young, they never did it, nigga. You don't know, nigga. We done been on LB channel, nigga. Nigga, everybody like, nigga, Polo, you tripping, nigga. Or we be on like Ticket channel, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't know shit like that. Like I be thinking, like he like Kobe Bryant. Hey, Young, I got a nigga, man. He think Kobe Bryant is shit head over shoulders above Michael Jordan.
yes, sir.
A lot of people feel that way too. They're like, and he'll break it down. And now, even though I don't agree with him, he'll have some good points. What position did you play? I played the 1, 2, and the underside 3. I was primarily 2 and the 3. Believe it or not, I played the 4 and the 5 when I was in high school because I was one of the tallest until my my senior year. There was a dude. His name is Scott. He was actually the tallest on our team. He ended up being like 6'8", 6'9" or whatever. But he was a country dude that really couldn't move or whatever. But I knew going out of high school young, I was gonna have to play the guard because you step into those camps, nigga, you gonna be like one of the short. I ain't nothing but 6'2". You know what I'm saying? So when I stepped up in the camps, nigga, you talking about 6'6" guards, 6'7" guards that could run up and down and agile and catch an ollie on you in a minute.
Definitely. I lose number. I love when y'all. Yeah, like I said, no, watching them, and then I used to watch. I used to watch as a kid. Polo the NBA Hallway Classics. They always show up on NBA TV.
Hmm.
And, and then I go there. And if I'm no, I'm always bored, and I'm always bored. So uh, I just go on YouTube and I just type up NBA Hallway Class, and I just go bored and I just watch it. I just watch the games. Didn't know just so now I just finished watching the Philly game with Toronto Raptors game 2 in 01, and And yeah, so that's what made me be like just humble. Cause I decided when I was young. What's sad is Paula. I don't agree. I love this y'all. Who's Paula?
Yeah, who Paula, True Viking?
He said, especially you and
Unless you
Jacob.
meant Polo. So I don't know.
I don't agree. You say what's sad is Polo. I don't agree. I love to hear y'all. No, man, Polo the OG. That's my mentor.
Hmm. He said, especially when you and Jacob. Hey, yeah.
Well, when that is lost. No, cause they gonna say no. Eagles gonna win. Eagles lost. Eagles lost, and Cowboy lost.
Hey, I know Jacob probably gonna be listening, and he gonna be coming in later. I might go ahead and cover the game, young.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think if I'm gonna go ahead and do the breakdown. I've only done one football. I've only did one or two football breakdown.
you know,
It's because people don't really be feeling the way that the way that you feel and Lou
right.
feel and like True Viking and Jacob and everything. A lot of people don't feel the way that we feel about Scrub Zero about football. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be a crazy game. No, it's definitely 49ers and Packers. Yeah.
yeah, that's what people waiting on. They
Yeah.
really waiting on. I'm waiting on the goddamn Bengals and Tennessee so I could rub it in y'all motherfucking face, nigga. Rub it in your face, Jamar Chase. You know what I'm saying? You be rhyming young, you know what I'm saying? Rub it in their face, man. Jamar Chase. I'm telling you, man. You better look out for that dude, man. Well, man, this dude, listen, hey, this nigga so good, nigga, he gonna be fucking goddamn Usain Bolt in the fucking end zone running
He's
backwards
fast.
on
Yeah,
y'all
right.
motherfucker.
All right. I'm not gonna lie. He's fast. He's fast on his feet. He's very fast. Yeah.
That nigga Jamar Chase, man, dude. Like he's a joy to watch, nigga. I hadn't had, and believe it or not, AB was the one that like he brought that excitement back for me, and the other guy was the motherfucker Randy Moss and T.O.
Oh yeah.
But that's the type of feel I get from Jamar, and I like Amari Cooper. They gotta figure out what you think. What you think gonna happen with Cooper, man?
I don't know. That's gonna be between him and Lamb to
Uh,
see who's gonna get that biggest contract.
shh.
So
Who
Jerry,
you think should get it?
oh, damn, I feel like
Like
Lamb.
who you think had a better season?
Who had the better? I say oof, because Kuba was dealing with protocol.
Come on, true Viking Queen. You know we watching the game, nigga. You
Oh
ain't even gotta
yeah,
ask us
it's
twice.
the playoff. It's the playoff.
Huh? Yeah, playoffs.
Oh, yeah, but I would say
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah. You
my,
know we watching the motherfucking
to
game.
my, to my perspective, they're gonna give it to Lamb. I know they're gonna Jerry Jones gonna give it,
Oh
but to my
man.
perspective, I have to give it to Cooper.
So so you think Jerry Jones making that statement about Cooper was already like that? That was just pretty much the dagger right there that told it all.
Yeah,
Okay, you meant Polo. You talking about Paula? I was like who Paula? You know what I'm saying? Or Paula Dean or somebody like that. Shit. Nah, but okay. Me myself personally, I feel like Amari Cooper should get that. A lot of people don't know that he was 100. He wasn't 100%. You know what I'm saying? He had been hurting. That's what that's one of the things I was talking to some people about. And I said, man, some of these guys they play hurt and not realizing okay later on they struggle, you know what I'm saying, because of that shit. They shouldn't have played on this ankle or they shouldn't have played on this knee or they shouldn't have played while their shoulder was hurting. that's part of the reason why I think like Cam, like when I was talking to Antisocial, shout out to Anti, he was up in there. He said Cam was ass, but I didn't really see it like that. It was just that Cam, a lot of people don't know he played hurt, and that's why like I felt like the way that Carolina disrespected that man was really fucked up because how you not gonna put him as one of the greatest Panthers and that motherfucker brought y'all to the fucking Super Bowl.
Um, how can I say about Cam? I can't keep shooting. I can't keep shooting him bail. Um,
Mm-mm.
to me, for Cam, it's like I seen this coming because um, his biggest strength is his biggest weakness. Being so big and physically gifted, he never mastered the fundamentals and technique at the quarterback to develop as a great pocket passer. And arguably his biggest growth stunt that his coaches failed him, especially in Carolina, because they made him run too much. Plus, the running that caught his style off too long, because although hits takes a toll on him. Because don't get me wrong, I love Cam Newton. No, I think he's the best, one of the best running quarterbacks in NFL history. But Cam is a monster in the red zone, 70 feet, 75 career rushing touchdowns. A little sad that it winded so fast. I feel like he never recovered from that loss, that Super Bowl loss.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And that broke him down because afterwards he ended up on the team that's still running Wildcat and defense solved that many years ago. By the time he made it to the Patriots and his second stint with the Panthers had no weapons, his pocket discipline was non-existent, and and that shoulder injury, and but I always say that I knew Bill was gonna let him go because I knew Bill doesn't know what to do with him. He doesn't know what to do with him. That's why he picked Matt Jones over because I knew that he doesn't know what to do with Cam because Cam was a mobile quarterback. He'd throw in the pocket. Well, he's mainly a mobile quarterback, and 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 he sees Matt Jones who stays in the pocket, so he said I can work with that guy over this guy. So and that's what I feel was kind of the problem. I feel like that was kind of the problem for him.
As well as pro wise or whatever, and being able to make Carolina a, a household franchise for the short period uh, that they did. But like you said, a good well, one of the main points that you brought up was the fact that of him not getting over that loss. Another thing is again, it goes back to what I said. I, I I've always been against guys really going out there like playing on something that is really vital that can make or break their career later on. And when you talk about the shoulder, man, and a rotator cuff, and being at the fact that um you're gonna receive so many hits, and at that position. On top of that, you're mobile too. It was bound. It was bound to be a detriment to his career. I guess I was excited about him just coming back. You know what I'm saying? Now I wasn't excited for him going to fucking. I wasn't excited about him going to the Patriots. I wasn't, and I definitely wasn't excited about him going back to Carolina because I was like, man, how you gonna go back to an organization that had wronged you and feeling the way that you feel? I would have felt like, okay, yeah, go to New Orleans or something like that. That's why, like me and you, young. I don't know about you, how you felt about Jameis Winston. I didn't give up on Jameis Winston like that. Everybody else was like, "Oh, his career done," stuff like that. I was just like, man, what was wrong with Jameis Winston? It really wasn't his play on the field so much. It was his mentally. It was really his mental. You know what I'm saying? And he was really fucking up. But when you get see, that's why like when I was talking about coaches when you talk about a player's coach, man, Sean Payton brought the best out of Jameis Winston. You say what you want to say. I know people want to go back in time and talk about all that shit that happened with the spy and all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But Sean Payton is cerebral. Sean Payton is situational. Sean Payton understands guys' situation. He's a humble dude too, and he gives people opportunity. But if you fuck up, he gonna hold you accountable too, and that's what separates him from a guy like Mike McCarthy. But to get back to Cam, you're right about that, Young, and I just don't see Cam recovering from it. Do I want him to? Yeah, but to say that he is, and plus, let's just call it what it is. A little bit of blackball going on too as well. You know what I'm saying? We could say that too. You know what I'm saying? Not very many people like a woke guy, like a Kyrie, like a Cam. You know what I'm saying? Like guys who like a Kareem back in the days. You know what I'm saying? They don't like woke guys. You know what I'm saying? Like Colin Kaepernick to a certain extent. You say you like Cam too, True Viking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pulling for Cam, man. I want him to make it, but right now it's highly unlikely, man. Man, these guys are talking about other people. They have moved on, man. These guys are talking about Josh Allen. These guys are talking about fucking Burrow. These guys are talking about. They still talking about Rodgers. They still talking about Brady. You know what I'm saying? They talking about Mahomes, of course. You know what I'm saying? They have moved on. They still waiting for fucking Lamar Jackson to get back. We ain't even got the next season yet. You know what I'm saying? They wait for that nigga to get back. You know what I'm saying? They've already like moved on. The same thing happened with motherfucking RG3. You know what I'm saying? You thought RG3 was gonna be that guy. Man, I thought RG3 was gonna be that
Ah,
motherfucking next Vince Young.
woo,
Yeah. Yeah.
woo.
From the crib.
I ain't heard
Man,
that.
from the area. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking RG3, man. I mean, he was something ridiculous, bruh.
I ain't
Go
heard
look at
that.
that motherfucker, man. Him and
I
that
ain't heard
motherfucker
that
Josh
name.
Gordon, nigga. Man, come on,
I
man.
ain't heard that name in years. He
Dog,
cool.
nigga used to dog. He didn't even touch nigga. The nigga float when he run, young. You feel me? Track and field was his better sport anyway. A lot of people don't know that shit though.
Yeah. How I put this with Rob with RG3? I feel like he had all the tricks and abilities, but didn't know that sliding was the most important weapon he didn't use. Um, because I remember it was him and Russell Wilson was on the come up, and and that's how I feel his sliding. Quarterbacks when they take a slide, yeah. But I don't think I give Steve Nair that. Steve Nair, he don't slide, he just take the hit. But the problem was that was the problem. But I'll say that also the one thing I feel like the first problem was that when he was drafted to Washington, which now you see Dwayne Haskins being ruined is because of the quarterbacks, you know, and his injuries. He's never like I said, his number one saying because his rookie, Polo, you gotta know his rookie year, he was good. He was good with his
Yeah,
rookie year.
yeah,
His rookie year
yeah.
was
He had a historic rookie year,
until he got hurt. Until when he got hurt,
hmm
it just gotten bad. You know?
and he had never been hurt. He had never been hurt like that. You know what I'm saying before, and when it did, you know what I'm saying. Then plus, another thing, young man, and I don't really like to talk about it too much, you know what I'm saying? But the off the field shit, man, that was going on, with the Karens and all that.
Yeah, yeah, but the one thing I don't know me when that incident happened, I remember
Mhm.
my father. I remember my father. We watched TV, and he said, and my father was like, "He's done." That's what he. That's what my father said. My father looked at RG3 on that TV. He said he done, and I didn't believe it. I said, "Nah, he gonna recover." But
Yeah,
he,
you was trying to be optimistic about the shit.
yeah, but he was right though. He was. He
Yeah.
was. No.
Yeah, somebody told me the same thing, young too, and I didn't want it to be true. They told me the same thing. They told me the same thing about RG3. They told me the same thing about Vince Young, too. And with Vince Young, really didn't have nothing to, do with the injuries per se. It was just like, okay, this guy was not quite finding his way. And I think Jeff Fisher, man, in my opinion, he made Vince Young uh turn to to being depressed and stuff like that. I know people gonna try to argue it with me. Everybody think, oh yeah, Vince Young, man, if he wouldn't have got hurt, nigga, Vince Young was durable. The hell you talking about, man? Go look at, man. That nigga didn't have no fucking major injuries or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He was durable than a motherfucker. It was all mental. I look at Vince Young, man, and what could have been, bro, and that's who Jameis Winston. I would say RJ3, but RG3 and more so Jameis Winston. That's who. If you look at Jameis Winston and the way he play, you'll you go back and look at Vince Young, except for the way that they throw, because Vince Young had that little side kind of throw or whatever, but still was brilliant with it. Nigga, they play very similar together, especially when they run. And then on top of that, the height. Vince Young was 6'5", 6'6", and so was Jameis Winston. I'd have seen Vince Young. Vince Young. Sometimes you reluctant to say that motherfucker's 6'7", Young.
And I was that Vince Young. It was more Jeff Fisher. Jeff Fisher ruined his career. Um, because I feel bad for Vince. Um, the way he had went through. Because at the time he was a man in college, in Texas. Because he they just wanted he won a national championship with them, and I thought I thought it was him. I said him and Reggie Bush was going to be the future of the NFL. I really thought that. And and I say the mid 2000s, and we finally saw the coaches learning how to scramble quarterbacks properly. Not let them take too many hits, play calling bills around teams, a lot of athleticism broke into the touchdowns. But um example like Manad, Vic, etc. I feel like when I said that, I feel like Jeff Fisher wasn't that kind of coach. Hence why he felt more comfortable using Kerry Collins. Kerry Collins, 35-year-old, board in the pocket. Knowing Jeff Fisher personality is a secondhand source. So I wouldn't put it past him to fabricate the whole suicide watch thing to get his way in his front office. So I feel like he kind of messed up Vince playing career in the NFL.
But yeah, exactly. I mean, it was a sad thing to watch, because I'm like, damn, and people don't know that Vince Young, in in when he was with Tennessee and stuff like that, he would have some solid games and stuff, man. Like, I like, okay, you know what I'm saying. I think one time he even went on a stretch where, what I'm saying, he was doing pretty good and stuff, what I'm saying. But I'm like, man, how the fuck, man, Jeff Fisher, man, you hadn't done shit in the league. What the nigga? You had what? Jeff Fisher had one solid season.
And that's when they went to Super Bowl. That's it.
Yeah, ever since then,
Yeah.
man. So, hey, young, who the fucking common
Look, look. I'm gonna put
denominator?
like this. I'm gonna put like this. He also ruined Eddie George's career because
Yeah.
Fisher loved running backs. Fisher wanted a running back heavy offense led by a pocket passer. Plus, a guy used to hit Vince viciously because the running quarterback wasn't protected the same. And like I said, if he was protected and learn how to move and stuff, yeah. But this is the same guy who went Eddie George, because he got Eddie George in hurt because this man wants to give Eddie George the ball all the time. It was like we're gonna run it, we're gonna give the ball. And people said, and I watched the football life when one of these two former players they said, what's the main goal? Oh, give Eddie the ball, and then this guy,
Yeah,
and then this guy named Mason. He said Eddie left, Eddie right, A up the middle. And Jeffrey's like, oh, Jeff Fisher came like, oh yeah, you want to win games, this is what you got to do. You got to run the ball. I'm like, why would you? I'm like, to my head, I'm saying, why would you give him the ball more? I'm like, you're gonna break his body. His body gonna break down for all the carries he did.
right.
And that's not, like I said, the same thing. Like I said, no, Ricky Williams. When we had that coach, I forgot this coach name. He used to play for the Dolphins. He used to coach at Pittsburgh. Um I got that name. Hmm. So on top of my head, Dave, got it. Dave Weniski, Dave Weniski, whatever. Um, no, I just know his name. Just Dave Weniski. I hated him because he ruined Ricky Williams' career. Because at the time, and so was marijuana. He was one of the reasons. Marijuana.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say, young man. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Ricky
yeah,
Williams. Ricky Williams brought a lot of
yeah, yeah. It
sense.
was Ricky Williams, and to me, it was also Dave, because, like I said, Dave Dave really broke Ricky Williams down, because Ricky Williams led in carries. He led the NFL in carries. It was like that's the problem I don't like with coaching.
And let him in fumbles.
Yeah, dumbass coach, man. I hate.
Nigga, how you gonna lead the league and carry and fumbles at the same time
Listen, I hate
with them
that coach.
small ass
Coach
hands?
Rondo. I was like, bro, you gonna break his body down? Just throw the ball. And that's how I feel. He should have developed it. I was rooting for Reggie Bush also. Oh my god.
Hmm.
What can we say about
Yeah, young, you like Reggie Bush.
boy Reggie Bush?
He was fun. Hey, and you know what though, young? Now that we talk about John Morant and we talk about guys like Derrick Rose, nigga, hey, in my line though, young, you had to be worried about the shit that Reggie Bush was doing. Like, nigga, what the fuck you doing, nigga? You finna,
Okay,
huh?
before we go there, I would say his college year, when he was in college. Oh my god. He's like like I say, the Job Moran USC in college football. In college football. He was that in college football.
Like, damn, no wonder Kim Kardashian gave him some ass. Shit.
Like I said, he was the most exciting player. I said one of the greatest players in NCAA. One of the
Yeah.
greatest players.
Hmm.
Because you know how it is, Polo, watching the USC games and seeing him,
Man,
Matt
my
Castle.
pot, my a lot of people don't know, man. My pot, he he played he played. You know what I'm saying? With UFC or whatever, and then he ended up. I think he ended up getting cut or whatever. But then that's what he loved the Trojans
Yeah,
and stuff, and
the
so.
night, man. Oh my god, that seems.
Hmm.
Um.
Yeah, cause they were going there. Nah, it was a couple of years later. I wanted to see Lil Romeo and motherfucking DeMar DeRozan
Oh, that.
and all them and
Yo,
all them
I
make
feel like he
it.
should have went. He should not went to USC because he got offered by Florida State. I feel like because Florida State was gonna let him start and stuff. So I feel like he went there because Demar.
Who, Lil Romeo?
Yeah, Demar told him. Yeah, but
Yeah.
he got offered Florida State, but but
Hmm.
he want to stay with Demar. Demar was like, I'm not. He told USC, I'm not going till he get a scholarship. Sticking there for his buddy. but I feel like that. But yeah, but back to Reggie Bush. Them, wow, incredible, incredible player. He did once he got with the Saints. I ain't gonna lie. I was a big fan of Reggie Bush. You know, because I remember he had that lineup. He had that lines on his hair. I used to always want to have my
Yeah,
that line on my hair. Because when he won a Super Bowl, because the man was amazing. You know, until that Eagles game.
yeah, man. Nah, I mean, but he was accurate. You know, and the way that for him being as acrobatic as he was, I felt like, you know what I'm saying. It was also it was a curse to him too as well. You know what I'm saying, because I mean he did some he did a lot of risk taking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, okay, all right, True Viking. Oh well, you know, look, dog, young. I know you got a lot of foot. Listen, football players they smoke way more weed than basketball players. Nigga,
Yeah,
young,
yeah, that's why I said Blake the Big Reason.
way more
Yeah, when
young,
I said
especially linemen's.
yeah,
Nigga, young. Let me tell you one time, dog. I went to a party. And you know how they invite all the athletes there. It'd be like an athlete party. They even invite cheerleaders there, and you know what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, look, you talk about linemen's niggas like nigga, they drink more, don't get me wrong, they eat more. Young, these motherfuckers will put the motherfucking uh weed on the table, nigga. They fucking rolling. I'm thinking, you know, one or two. These motherfuckers is rolling up like at least 10, 12, 20. Not no motherfucking little ass lineman, young nigga. You talking about nigga country ass built niggas like 6'8", 245, 6'7", 300 and something, nigga. And them niggas is just smoking and smoking and smoking. I'm like, Snoop Dogg wouldn't have had shit on these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers be smoking, young. Like, and they do that shit every day, nigga. Before they go to, they do it before they go to practice, nigga. Then they got to go to school. And then they, after practice, whatever. I'm like, nigga, how y'all motherfuckers be passing the drug test? Oh no, man, don't worry about it. Then they set their motherfucking little shit that they drink on the table, shit like, nigga, I ain't worried about that shit, nigga. I'm gonna continue to smoke my shit, nigga. Like, them niggas be smoking, young. Sorry, NFL players, nigga. Y'all know how y'all niggas do and shit like that. But when it come time to game time, oh, you be looking at motherfucker. You would think that motherfucker like a linebacker
yeah.
would be fucking up during the game and shit like that. Nah, that nigga be on point. Nigga reading, not missing no reads or none of that shit. Nigga, they still go out there and they do damage.
No, true Viking. She said it was a pleasure watching Reggie Bush. I swear it was. Yeah, yeah. Y'all female. I say y'all females go crazy over Reggie Bush. You know, that's why I had to. That's why I had his style. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be like Reggie Bush. I'm gonna have my lineup and, you know. But yeah, Reggie was a very good player. You know, I feel like once he got traded to the Saints and went to the Dolphins, you know, I feel like that kind of like ruined his career once he got traded. You know, because he was doing well. They won the Super Bowl. You know, won the Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that, you know, he got traded. You know, with Kim broke up with him. Kim broke up with him. You know, he sold his Heisman Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know,
mean, she was up in there doing her thing anyway. So you know what I'm saying. You know how they is. I ain't gonna get into them Kardashians and none of that. But man, like young man, they Reggie Bush, man, he was at that. And you know, people they bring up, they always, they nitpick at Reggie too. You know, they talk about, well, he didn't really he didn't really get that much yardage, and he didn't do this, and he didn't do that or whatever. But nigga, the motherfucker was still exciting.
he was still excited. I mean, even though he got hit so hard in that Philly game. You know,
Ooh, yeah.
no, hold on, I swear. he hit him. I remember he hit him so hard. Like I remember
Yeah.
Reggie said that was the hardest. Reggie said that was the hardest hit, but Reggie don't even know his name. He thought it was little. His name was Lito Shepherd, and then he said he was in
hmm
the NFC Championship when he was in the division round, and his name
hmm
was Billy Brown. That's how hard the hit was. So
Hell yeah.
I was like,
But a lot of that shit, man. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, it be shit like that, man. Like, when like people be thinking, like, man, oh man, come on, man, don't jinx nobody, none of that. I'm not jinxing nobody, but damn, when you a motherfucker like John Morant, nigga, and you hitting your motherfucking head on the backboard and shit like that, or you motherfucking Derrick Rose and shit like that, nigga, and you taking these old big ass risks jumping out the motherfucking gym and don't know how to fucking land and something could happen, or you goddamn motherfucking shit, like I mentioned, like Baron Davis and shit like that, doing that crazy shit, like trying to in the open floor dunking on KG and shit like that, nigga, you never know what the fuck is gonna take place, and it changes your perception. So that's why, like, I'm glad a nigga like John Morant done calm down, young. Just a tad. He still got to work on it. That comes. It's youth, man. He's still young. You know,
he just carving his
no
piece.
point intended.
He just carving his legacy. He got a lot of things. A lot of things is gonna come.
But yeah, man, young man. I appreciate you pulling up, man. I'm gonna do some things. Hey, I'm gonna be back later, man. Man, y'all. Hey, if y'all want me to cover it, man, cover the game, man. Let me know, man. What y'all feel? Y'all want me to cover the game?
Yeah, that's you, man. I can't. That's no.
You
That's
know,
you.
because I'm not gonna cover it. I'll cover it and I'll call it and everything. But I don't want to get my biasness involved. You know what I'm saying? Because you know who I'm pushing for, and that's not what I try to do. I'll be like, oh well, man, well, fuck the Tennessee and all this other stuff. But I can't really even do that because you know what? I I I don't want that motherfucker Derrick Henry to play, but I'm interested to see how that motherfucker. He said he feel good. He said
Yeah,
he feel good, but 8 motherfucking games and shit, nigga, man.
yeah.
That. But we'll see what happens, man. True Viking, appreciate you pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else that listening, pull it up. Of course, Young all day. Salute.
Yeah.
LDBC in this bitch, man. I'll be back with another one, man, later on, man. Polo Sports Talking ENT. I'll get at y'all later.